you playing a post deep third safety.
Whew.
Tell me some of the toughest toughest receiving tight ends that you had to go against, and what made them difficult to cover. Go.
Yeah, I mean, one pops off it already. I mean, Travis Kelce he's a nightmare. Why? Because he's 6'5", he's like 240, but he has some wiggle to him. Like when I talk about wiggle, Travis is a basketball player who's playing football, and like you can see it in his routes. Like he get real saucy at the top, hit you with a crossover, and we're so used to tight ends being robots. Oh, I got the tight end. Oh, bad. Like you're so used to knowing what they're gonna do, how they're gonna act. That like Travis Kelce gives that anomaly where like, man, he can be a slot receiver and give you some wiggle, get to you, and he's a big body, so he's not like you can get around him.
He boxes you out very well.
He boxes you out well, so he knows how he wants to get open. And again, his quarterback is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So like when you have a elite teammate who is the one teammate you need to be elite with, and you have the capability of making up your routes and getting open in spaces, I mean, that's what makes him elite, because it's not like he's running, oh, I know Travis is going to run this 7 right here. Oh, I know he's going to run this dig right here. No, I know he's going to run this shallow. No, it's going to be shallow, whip. It's going to be 7 in, back to 7. It like he's going to find ways to get open, and it's all about timing for those guys. So he doesn't give you those necessary route trees that you're used to. He's going to sauce it up and make it difficult for you, and he's going to find ways to get open.
All right, another tight end.
I think another tight end during his time, Vernon Davis, because Vernon Davis was one of the very first tight ends to give us that 4.3 speed. You see my little girl?
Yeah, I
do. He was one of the very first tight ends to give us that 4.3 speed, and a lot of DBs didn't know how to handle that yet. You know, fast, strong. Now his route tree was a little more route tree-ish.
Yeah.
But to have that speed coming on you, like you're used to pause. You're used to man, woof. Wild boy. You're used to sitting on tight ends, pause, routes. You know, I gotta say it, but you're used to sitting on those routes. And Vernon Davis was one of the very first tight ends that you really couldn't do that because the speed was gonna hurt you.
Okay. One more. I don't know. I think you played against my guy.
Talk to me.
Darren Waller. What does Darren Waller present by getting traded to the New York Giants?
Okay. So Darren Waller, I got to play with in college. He was actually a receiver at the time.
Yeah, he was.
6'6" receiver out of Georgia Tech.
Yep.
And I didn't notice my last season, I believe we played them. And I told him, like, dang, like, bro, I didn't know this was really you this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the name. I remember, you know, but to see who he had been to who he is now is just, it's crazy. So to see the development, he is one of those, again, his whole life, he pretty much played receiver.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's one of those receivers who he played tight end. And he's one of those 4-4 guys, fast, strong, can jump out the gym, rebound. And he's almost like a Kelce nowadays. When he can stay healthy, he's a nightmare because in schemes, all I'm going to do with him is either give him deep overs, fades, or options. And he's going to find a way to beat a smaller safety or even a bigger safety. He's going to find a way to beat your linebackers because your linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him. So he's one of the newer tight ends I love in this game. Daniel Jones, I hope, takes advantage of him. I know he lost Ingram last year, so he didn't really have a tight end he could stick with. But I think that helped him because after he kept losing OBJ and Shepard, I think he was looking for that out.
Absolutely.
Well, I think he has that out now. If you want it, you have the perfect Darren Waller to go and be that number one guy if you need him to be, and depend on the run game with Saquon. And I think they're good to go over there.
Could do it. Let's let's get down to it.